G'day guys, today I'm going to show you how to use our macro calculator. Navigate to the macro calculator page. First we need to select between either imperial or metric measurement. Now we need to select the BMR formula that we'll be using from the drop down menu. There's three options here: the Mifflin-St. Jeor formula, which is generally considered to be the most accurate formula when body fat percentage is unknown. The Katch-McArdle formula, which is used when you have a reasonably accurate measurement of body fat. Or a custom BMR option, which you can use if you've had your BMR properly tested. I'm going to use the Mifflin-St. Jeor formula for this demonstration. The first step is to fill out your personal details, so age, gender, height, and weight. Now for step 2, we need to enter in our current activity level. From the drop down menu, select the most appropriate description of your current activity level. Keeping in mind though that there's a big difference between someone who's walking for 30 minutes 3 times a week and someone who lifts heavy weights for an hour, hour and a half 3 times a week. So you'll need to make your own judgment a bit here as to which option you select. The next step is to input your current calorie intake. The main reason we've included this function in the calculator is to hopefully prevent people from coming from severely calorie restricted diets and then utilising the numbers from our calculator, which could potentially be significantly higher than what you had been consuming. So if you don't already, you'll need to track your current calorie intake as closely as possible with an app like MyFitnessPal before you utilise our calculator. Alright, let's enter our calorie intake in here and we'll see what we get. Okay, so in the recommendation section, it's telling us that we are fine to proceed to step 4. I'll just show you though what happens if we put in some really low numbers. So we'll get a recommendation basically to contact us for a further assessment. What this means is that if you're struggling to lose weight while eating such a low amount of calories, then there's probably more to the story. So we're probably going to have to take a closer look to try and determine what factors might be causing these issues. Otherwise, we can just move on to step 4. Alright, step 4 is where we choose our fitness goal. So from the drop down menu, select the option which best represents what you're hoping to achieve. And each of these fitness goals has a different description. So if you need a bit of help determining which is most appropriate for you, I'd recommend to read through these descriptions. I'll be selecting fat loss. So once you've chosen your goal, your numbers will be generated by the calculator and displayed down in your estimated requirements section. I'll just emphasize the fact that these numbers are an estimate and should be treated so. So now we've got our estimated BMR, our total daily energy expenditure, and daily calorie requirement for your chosen goal. We've also got the daily fiber requirement for that chosen goal. So now we can customize our macros. So here we've got our daily calorie amount, and we can just round this off to the nearest 100 just to make things a little bit easier. This is just the percentage of our total daily energy expenditure that the daily calorie amount makes up. And we can choose how many meals we want to have per day. Then we can modify the split between carbohydrates and fat. So if you prefer more carbs or more fats, then you can adjust this section to reflect your personal preference and make sure that your overall fat macro percentage doesn't go any lower than about 20% of your total intake. Then lastly, we can modify the protein amount. So the default is set to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So depending on your goals, anywhere from 0.6 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is going to be sufficient. I'm going to set a custom amount for protein, so about 0.8 grams per pound of body weight. Now if we just take a look at the daily macro summary section, we'll see our daily macro estimates for protein, carbs and fats, and that's your new macros. There's also just a particularly important note at the bottom of that page, so if you can read through that, that will definitely help. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you liked the video, please let us know in the comments what you thought. Like the video and subscribe to our channel, because we're going to be bringing some more helpful videos in the future. Also, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Cheers, guys.